Just hang in there, big fella. We're doing everything we can.
A man named Daniel, a seasoned wildlife rescuer in Kenya, had once raised a lion cub he called Simba. Found alone and barely clinging to life near the edge of a dried-up riverbed, Simba had no mother, no pride, and no chance until Daniel stepped in. He bottle-fed him, stayed up through countless nights to keep him warm, and watched over him like a father. Over the months, Simba grew into a powerful lion, but the bond they shared never faded. When Simba was strong enough to return to the wild, Daniel made the painful decision to set him free. It broke his heart, but he knew it was the right thing. Still, from time to time, he would see Simba watching him from a distance, eyes glowing in the dusk light, never forgetting who gave him a second chance. One sweltering afternoon, Daniel received a call from a ranger station. A lion had been spotted near a waterhole, collapsed, disoriented, and surrounded by a dark, buzzing cloud. Locals said it looked like a scene from a nightmare. Daniel's instincts kicked in, it had to be Simba. When he arrived, he was struck by horror. Simba lay motionless on his side, swarmed by thousands of Africanized killer bees. His face was swollen, bleeding from hundreds of stings, his eyes sealed shut. The roar he let out was more of a whimper, a sound Daniel had never heard from the proud lion before. With no protective gear and no time to wait for backup, Daniel acted. He grabbed a burning stick to make smoke, tied a wet cloth around his face, and ran straight into the chaos. The bees turned on him almost immediately. They stung his neck, his arms, his hands, but he fought through the pain. He slid down next to Simba and threw a tarp over the lion's face. With his bare hands, he smeared mud over Simba's wounds to try and cool the burning stings. Daniel screamed through the bites, shielding the lion's body with his own, swatting the bees, trying anything to keep him breathing. What saved them wasn't luck. It was Daniel's grit and a sudden change in wind. As the smoke grew thicker, the breeze shifted just enough to carry it across Simba's body. The bees, disoriented and confused, began to scatter. Slowly their numbers thinned. Minutes later, a wildlife patrol arrived, responding to Daniel's emergency signal. Simba was tranquilized and rushed to the reserve's field hospital. Daniel collapsed from exhaustion, his body covered in welts and stings, nearly unconscious but alive. 4 days, he drifted in and out of fever, while Simba lay nearby in his fight to recover. Weeks passed. Both man and lion bore the scars of that day, but both survived. And the first time Daniel returned to the reserve after healing, Simba walked up to him, slow and quiet, and rested his heavy head against Daniel's chest, just like he had when he was a cub. That moment said everything. It was more than recognition. It was gratitude. Some say humans save the wild, but sometimes the wild saves us too.